Hello, everyone. This is Felicia Bender, the Practical Numerologist, with your numerology forecast for the four, or if you happen to be in a master number 22 for personal year, this is for you as well. This is for May 2023. So, if you are new to numerology, or if you're unclear or unsure of what your personal year might be for this year, please take just a second, pause, either go to feliciabender.com, click on monthly forecast. There's a calculator there. You can do the calculation, or alternately, you could go really quickly down to the description box. There is a very simple, easy manual way to calculate your personal year, and you can make sure that you're in the right year, all right, or looking at the video for the right year, because this is based on your personal year, not on your life path. Two entirely different things in numerology. So we just really want to make sure you're listening to the right place, at the right time, to the correct forecast. All right. So with that said, I always want to jump right in, but I want to make sure you are listening to the correct one. Let's see what is going to be going on for you in your 4 or 22 for personal year for May. It is a number 9 month for you. So the four of your personal year, or that 22, is what you're traversing all year long. That's what you're doing all year long. And yet we have these stop off points each month that are defined by the supportive energy of the energy of the month. So they're like these little points of destination that you get to experience under the auspices of the entire what pathway of the directive that your personal year offers up for you. So, with that said, this month for you in the 4 or 22 for personal year is the month to let go of some things that have outgrown their usefulness in your life, and to kind of wash your hands wash your hands of them. So that is what the overall energy of the 9 is bringing to you this month. And so there's really no better time than now to go back and circle back, offer a bit of a reminder about the key elements or those themes that you are working with all year long with this for personal year. I do like to describe the personal years as knowing the theme to your party. It's so much more fun that way. It really is a fun way of looking at it, and a pretty accurate one, because let's think about it. You're showing up to a party, and you're showing up to a party for an entire year. Uh, could be a good script, could be something of a nightmare, a little bit of a Groundhog Day going on. But with that said, you are showing up. Each of us are showing up each year to an extended party. So wouldn't it be nice to know what that party was all about? Wouldn't it be nice to know if it were a baby shower, or maybe it's a birthday? It could be a bachelorette party, totally different vibe, right? Memorial service, very much a different vibe. Maybe it's a drinking party with charades, who knows? But hopefully with numerology, you can know. And that's the point of it, is so that you can understand what the energy is, what's supporting you during this year. So don't show up to the wrong party in the wrong outfit for an entire year. That's what we're hoping to avoid. And so so let's look at some of those key themes, those key features that you can expect and continue to expect for this year. And those themes are hard work. I'm sure you're feeling it by now. It's probably a dramatic, if not drastic, understatement, right? Hard work, focused effort, concerted effort, really laying it out on the line, right? And looking pretty seriously, pragmatically at what is in front of you and how you want to proceed in life. It is about dealing with limiting circumstances throughout this year. It's asking you to stay steady, to follow the processes, to not skip steps, All of those things are a part and parcel for this four personal year for you. It's also all about the solidification and the implementation of longer term and longer range goals. So you've got a bit more of your future timeline in front of you, maybe than you have in the past. It's kind of coming up in your grill and asking you to really make some serious turns, some serious decisions. And if this is a master number 22 for a personal year for you, I would look back to the happenings and energy of your two personal year, double that. Remember, the two is, kind of a resting time, a very emotion space time. It's a time for delays. Once again, there's a key theme that goes together. And yet also mixing it up with the foundation setting energy of the four, and then bumping it up a notch that this is going to give you some really fabulous opportunities to up your spiritual life, your evolution in that way. Often that does not come easily, though. So be forewarned as to be forearmed. In terms of this is moving you toward making some progress in terms of your spiritual life and how you want to implement that to help other people and to help yourself. So you're going to kind of kick in a bit of spiritual, again, growth during this time, and really concentrate on how you want your personal legacy to play out for you in this lifetime. No pressure, seriously, but that's kind of what's nagging at you in the back of the mind. Is like, what am I doing, and why am I doing it, and how do I really make the most out of what I came here to do? And what I love about numerology is that it does offer us those key elements when it resonates with us, right? That are always in play, that are supporting us, offering us opportunities and lessons. So if we know the themes and know the energies that are available to us, we can focus and really intentionally use that supportive energy to our benefit. That's the point of all of this. That's the only reason I do this. I sit in front of the camera and do this with you and for you, is to hopefully give you some support that way. Either we can use this energy or the energy can use us, right? So we've all been there where we're like, what just happened? Why didn't I know that before? Sort of thing, right? And so for this month, May offers some finalizations, some conclusions that may or may not be expected, and certainly may not be within your immediate control. Often during a nine, things kind of peel away on their own. So this feels often very, I don't know, uncomfortable, a little disconcerting, just unmooring, like your anchors being shaken a little bit. And that can feel even more uncomfortable during this four personal year, because that's what you're really striving toward doing, is laying down that gauntlet, getting your root system in, getting things under control, right? Is the whole idea, or the whole focus of the 4 year. But this month is going to offer you a little bit of an opportunity and a mandate to throw up your hands, let go of the reins, and let the cards. I'm going to mix metaphors all over the place right now, but throw up the cards and see where they fall, right? See where they land. So this means that when we participate in the energy of the four, we are expecting things to be kind of linear, kind of predictable, and dare I say, not so. Usually, this really means that you're also in a 4 year being asked to loosen up a little bit and see other points of view and see other ways to achieve what you want to achieve. Okay. Don't take this as ominous. Don't take it as bad, please. In fact, it really is just the opposite, because what I'm learning personally And I feel most of us are being invited to learn in the world right now is that the ultimate power really lies in being open to reinvention, with the ability to flow and to go with transitions and transformations, to have some kind of an outline, a framework, a plan, a desire, and yet be open to rebooting as you go. So this transitional month is designed to get you closer to what you want, and it might change what you want by virtue of what happens. So it'll offer opportunities to clear out some of the obstacles, to clear out some of that old sticky, gooey stuff, whatever it is, that could very well be holding up your progress or just, serving just as a roadblock, right? That you really want to get through or around as you progress through the year. So this month of May is a time of surrender. It's completions. That's one of the things the nine is well known for, bringing in some endings to clear things out for something better, something more in alignment with you to come into play. So when the nine shows up, as it's doing right now for you for these 4 weeks, its job is to move the needle for closure on certain things that are really aching to be dead, done, gone, to be finalized in some way. So May is a time for certain things to leave, yet the impulse might certainly be to reach out to grab for them as they disintegrate, kind of leaving this strange sense of loss, if not some emotional angst. It's a reviewing time. It's a review time, and your catchphrase for the month, as corny as it may be, but it really isn't. I go back to this one again and again. Maybe I'm just corny, but I do remind myself of this over and over again, which is every new beginning is another new beginning's end. It really is true. So keep that in mind as you traverse through the month. An enterprise or a phase of work could possibly conclude during the week of May the 6th. In addition, you also may be reaching some kind of parting of the ways with a colleague, with a friend between May 19th and May 15th. Either or both of these endings are really likely to give you a, a much more expansive viewpoint in the world, in your world. They're probably going to give you a good deal of freedom that you hadn't even anticipated could even exist in your world. You know how you're just going along, and you think this is just how it is, and then something happens and it absolutely changes dramatically, and you go, "Oh my gosh, I had no idea that I could even live this way," right? So that could be something that's going to come into play. So lean into that aspect of that release as you walk into it. So the exit of these people or these projects will remove a good deal of restriction that you have been feeling for quite some time now. Just remember that as you work through this process, it'll take some time. Just have some grace with yourself. Just know that it's going to take time to regroup and to move forward. It will more than likely test your reserves to keep matters on an even keel, particularly around May 18th and for the rest of the conclusion of the month. So kind of brace yourself for that. Take command while releasing expectations of solid plans and outcomes. You'll need to rely on whatever sense of flexibility you might have, which will feel even more difficult and more than usual this year. The four really wants you to be structured. You may have been dealing with some health related issues last month. Perhaps some of that proper care and maintenance is spilling over into May as a priority. And when I say health issues, I don't mean anything bad with health. I mean health maintenance, making sure that you're pacing yourself, making sure you're taking some time for self-care, for breaks, those sorts of things. That's really mandatory in your hard driving, endurance laden for personal year. So it really is valuable to see how the month of May offers enormous opportunities to remind yourself to remain open. open to possibilities, open to letting go of what needs to go, open to seeing things with fresh and open eyes, open to exploring a slightly different pathway in order to get where you want and need to go. So, open is a really key term right now. It is a pivotal month for purging what really is no longer vital or useful to your overall end game for the year. Yes, for the year. So remember, the for personal year, it demands that you step back, consider the long game. So it really is a valuable, important, pivotal month this month. Do what needs to be done with the full knowledge that it's mandatory that you clear and organize your plate or platter, so to speak, before you can fully engage with your next steps. Enjoy the release and the relief you'll get as you invite some moments of closure during the weeks of May. All right, so that is your forecast for May, all of you, and your 4 or 22 for personal year. I do offer private readings, online courses, corporate team building, live coaching events, among many other things numerology related. If you want to geek out on numerology, just come on over to my website at feliciabender.com. Lots of free resources there, life path materials, and so much more. So I am looking forward to meeting with you next month to see what June has in store for you. In the meantime, have a great month of May, and I'll see you back here then.